Just in case you think Betty and I have a perfect relationship, let me share a story. Before we started writing this book, we filmed a series on marriage for our Life Today television program. And of course, the night before we were going to tape a segment on how to communicate well with your spouse, we had what Betty calls a heated discussion. After we calmed down, I told her, we'll probably file for divorce while we're teaching about love and marriage. We laughed about it. Kinda. After nearly 50 years together, we still face frequent moments that test our communication and relationship. And it always seems to happen that we come under pressure any time we try to help others. As is often the case in marriage, our heated discussions started around a minor issue, something Betty had said to me about my performance on a plumbing repair at the house. I had worked all day to fix a toilet that wasn't working right because I thought doing this would make her happy, but after hours of toiling, I still couldn't get the blooming thing to work. I had even used duct tape, which every real repair person knows fixes almost anything. So while I was still in the middle of my plumbing challenge, Betty came by and said, "I'd just like to be able to go to the bathroom in this bathroom, since it's the master bathroom." I found this statement offensive and shot back not so sweetly, "Well, we've got another one in the house. Go use that one." Betty gave me a less than complimentary look, but didn't respond. After my feelings about her insensitive remarks subsided, I got the brilliant idea to go to that other bathroom and see if it had the same make and model toilet. Sure enough, it did. So I dismantled it and got the parts I needed to fix the first commode. After only a few minutes, I had the toilet put together and working like a charm. Feeling like a rocket scientist, I said excitedly, "Betty, I fixed it." "Well, you need to get that other toilet you took the parts from fixed too," she answered. That wasn't the response I was looking for, and I got angry all over again. "I cannot believe I did all that work, and now you're going to lecture me about a toilet that a month from now somebody might use." That started our discussion.
And it was a loud one. I knew it wasn't a very nice thing to say to him, so I apologized. We do vent our feelings and air our laundry, but God's Spirit enables us to have a sensitivity and respect for each other that allows us to stay committed and able to forgive and move on as a team. But it took us a long time to get to this point. When we first married, I was a very good pouter. I didn't want to confront James with anything because I didn't feel I had strong enough words to present my case. Over time, I recognized the foolishness of not dealing with disagreements and misunderstandings and misstatements. You may be thinking, "Oh, you don't have any idea what serious problems look like. All you argued about was a toilet that needed to be fixed?" I agree that arguing about a toilet may seem trite, but often it is the little things that mount up if you don't communicate about them and confront each other. Then they build up into a mountain, and the heart hardens, making it difficult to resolve more serious issues. And believe me, we've had more serious issues. You need a sensitivity to each other that can come only from God. And when you approach a confrontation with a humble attitude, you just don't know what that might do for your relationship. It may open up the closed-off heart of the other person.
I know this was a silly thing, a broken toilet, but what Betty said hurt me because I felt dissed. I felt like what I had accomplished wasn't appreciated.
I apologize because I realized I had not shown appreciation for James's hard work.
What was so meaningful about that heated discussion was that because our confrontation was respectful and not accusatory, literally in only a few minutes I was sitting in front of Betty looking at her and saying, "Is this not cool?" What I meant is that over the years we have learned how to handle both serious and silly situations like this without Betty's going off to pout and my getting upset because we could not immediately settle the issue. We have learned how to communicate, vent, and openly share our hearts. We know it's important to hear what the other person's heart is saying, not just the words coming from his or her mouth. Betty and I have learned, and we are continuing to learn, to confront each other with the right attitude. We now know how to approach each other, not with a spirit of, "I'm going to straighten you out," but rather, "Hey, I really may need to change because I don't understand this and I need you to help me." Ultimately, this is about placing our relationship, conflicts, and all before God and letting Him heal us.
The reason we've written this book is that many people say to us, "It seems that you two are really happy as a couple. What are the keys to your happiness?" The best answer we can give is found in the pages that follow. We invite you to join us for an extended discussion of what it takes to make a marriage that truly is sweeter every day.
After nearly 50 years, we still have serious and, yes, heated discussions, but we enjoy an exhilarating, truly fulfilling marriage relationship. I believe with all my heart that the insights we share in this book can have a very positive impact on all your relationships and certainly on your marriage. Betty and I pray that you'll not be distracted or put this book aside, but that you'll allow us to share what we have discovered, because it is possible to live in love.